Hey everyone, Sev here with some more Accent Allies as Japan. So, this is following a series of videos that I did not have my mic on, and so I'm re-recording them. And an interesting development here that you would have seen if the last recording actually had anything is our German player quit. Bryce took over, which I believe is just an AI, because they made some pretty not so great moves. Like, sure, they took this, but now the tanks are left exposed and whatnot. Nothing was moved into either of these territories of Belarusia or Ukraine SSR. And then, kind of got strategic bombed for 12. So, and didn't make use of the destroyers. Yeah. It's all gone all fugly. But after, this round went, we have been given control of Germany. So we are both now. And we'll continue the rest of this war as such. Now, we are one victory city away from winning. But since I didn't have control of this, I could not get any kind of setup for taking Russia on, and we're about to get invaded. The US has put an industrial complex here, and I'm sure they're going to be pumping out all sorts of fun stuff for us. Now, we did have our turn as Japan, so let's go over what I did. So I purchased 3 bombers over here, and I'll get into why that in a second, but as you can see, we've relocated a bunch of our fleet. So for combat, we took India. Like, we had this transport come to the East Indies, take both soldiers and dump them in here. We had this one and transport from up here, come down, take the infantry and artillery, which from Yuna, and come through and drop them. Then we had all of our troops in Burma come and assist. Had the planes, the bomber, and the ones that were on the aircraft carrier all come and attack this. And as you can see, it went a lot like our first one. We didn't hit artillery. We hit with the base infantry that had to get ones. We hit that twice, but we didn't hit any of our infantry paired with artillery. We didn't hit any of our aircraft or our bomber. We won it off of slowly rolling ones on the lone infantry. And I think we ended with 1 bomber hit. And so it's like, it's a good thing we attacked as much as we did, because we were about to get hosed again. Then we just took our 3 troops from here, 2 over here, 1 down here, and they're just going to slowly be pushing in. We brought a tank and an infantry over here, and attacked with some planes right here as well, and had a bombardment from our battleship and cruiser. And we ended up taking it. We took some losses, but it was a pretty decent fight. Combat. So undefended territory. So we took this, destroyed 3 tanks and infantry and anti-aircraft, and we lost 3 infantry. Then up here, we destroyed all 5 infantry and we lost 3 infantry. Because 2 came from here, then 1 from here, plus the tank. Which with the tank now, we can have it start blitzing through and taking everything from behind the USSR. And as long as we can kind of keep them contained, they're not going to be able to really push out too much, because if they do, well, we just kind of pick them apart. So and they still haven't moved that sub. They probably forgot about it. Can't really blame them. That happens, because that's the only naval thing that you get. So we're looking to pretty much take all their stuff here in the next turn or two. So that brings us to non-combat. I'm moving a bunch of my fleet up here. This destroyer and cruiser are also on the way. Well, this destroyer's going up. This cruiser's coming down to join the battleship. And the reason for that is so we can do transport stuff over here and deploy and get bombardment shots. And the goal isn't so much to guarantee that we're going to get stuff, it's to pick them apart and be a pain in the butt. This destroyer and fighter can come here and attack the transports. The battleship gives us a chance to destroy both and keep our transports to start deploying in Africa and messing with everything over here. Which, if we take this, we might consider building an industrial complex and start pouring troops in from here and being that annoying fly on the wall as Japan. Anyways, so cruisers coming over here, join the battleship. If these two join and are not attacked by these right away, these transports are just going to be accompanied by these two, who are just going to bombard anywhere they go. A destroyer's coming up, and this leads me into why I bought these bombers. So these bombers were put here because the US had a bunch of things here, and they bought even more Navy with a cruiser, battleship, that looks like a destroyer, and a sub. The reason I bought this is they could not attack this mainland with their stuff. And even over here, they actually left the units in the transport. Okay. So they have an aircraft carrier with fires on a cruiser, battleship, and a destroyer. Now, this is just outside of my range to attack because this is actually divided across here. But if they get in range for me to counterattack, which they might go 1-2 down here and be annoying, the bombers can hit with anything and make it all the way back to Japan if they enter anywhere through here. So that's my reason for getting them. Also, if I need them on this front, they can fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 land back here. So they have that mobility. But the US moving here makes me think that they're going to start touching all these islands, and I need to address that. Because if they move these, I need to engage them. If they leave them, they're going to join these up, and then I really need to start paying attention to them. So yeah, that has been our turn. Round 2, it is USSR's go, so we'll see what they do in a moment. They should come down and destroy these 3 tanks. Destroy the tanks, possibly move this over just to be annoying over here. And yeah, I think that about covers it. I still hate that I didn't get this turn and the computer did all of its stuff and didn't move troops around, because now that puts us so far behind. Anyway, this has been Sev with Axis and Allies with our Japan, which is now dueling as Japan and Germany, but this is going to stay in the Japan spot because that's what this originally was. If we were playing both, this would have turned out much different. Sure, y'all remember, anyone that's seeing this has probably seen the German turns that we have and ended a game in 2 turns. Pretty much solo. Anyway, see y'all next time. Later.